chancel. And at first glance, those years ago, this is a normal chancel. The altar at the far end, the window behind, is vaulted, which is unusual. They didn't often vault these. And the vaulting has remains of basket work, as you can see. You see the lines in the mortar. That's from the wicker that they used to set the vault. And that's a typical 15th century technique. And there are patches of it here and there, which have survived. So immediately recall this chancel had the vault added on in the 15th century. And when they added the vault on to the chancel in the 15th century, they needed to get up to the roof, so they put the doorway and the stairs in to get you up there. So that's why I thought there was no complication here at all. So when we originally looked at this, and I was the buildings person back then, my sense was that this might be a 13th century church in two parts. In the 15th century they vaulted it, they added on the stairs, and there were lots of little alterations afterwards. Very uncomplicated, but actually very complicated, because the first thing you notice as you walk in is the sides are at different angles. That's an unusual thing to do in a building. If you're building something like this, you tend to straighten things up. The second thing is this doorway here is a late medieval doorway, so this would be around the same date as the wicker work up there. So that's fine. So that confirms that this is an add-on. But this is not in situ. If you look in here, you'll be able to see that this has a much more complex moulding than that. That this has been re-erected from somewhere else. So it's a 15th century doorway, but it wasn't made for this location. So we could be talking, say, 17th century insertion. The style of the stairs we went up is very 15th century-ish, but 200 years later it could have done the same thing. So I'm inclined to the view that the way up onto the roof was different until late in the building's history. This was stuck in and they reused a doorway from somewhere else. So it's a very, very strange thing to do.